Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Top NBA. Here are the top 10 most heated moments between players and coaches. Whether they're divisional rivals, conference rivals, championship rivals, or two teams that simply hate each other, these matchups have given fans some of the most entertaining battles in basketball history. Number 10. Golden State Warriors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Playing back-to-back NBA Finals is a great way to get a rivalry going. Having the two biggest superstars in the league on the opposing teams doesn't hurt either. Even the teams' styles make for a stark contrast. You got Golden State, the new pride of the Bay Area, with its fast shooting, ball moving, fast break running offense. Then there's the Rust Belt Believe land with the strategy of make sure LeBron gets the ball.
Feeling James was moving because what would happen in the past is they would check. Kenny Mauer's going to come up.
Number 9. The Chicago Bulls, my team, versus the New York Knicks. The Big Apple versus the Windy City. The rivalry between these teams was at its hottest when Michael Jordan was leading the Chicago Bulls to NBA championships in the early 1990s. From 1989 to 1996, the Knicks and Bulls battled 7 times in the postseason, with Chicago winning 6 of them. Yeah, if you were a Knicks fan, you really hated the Bulls. And likewise, no fool would be dumb enough to walk through Chi-Town wearing a Knickerbocker blue and orange with stars like Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, and John Starks on the roster. Knicks fans rightfully felt good about the chance of snapping their decades-long championship drought. The Knicks always played aggressive and physical against the Bulls and even beat them in the playoffs in 1994 on their way to the finals, where they lost to the Rockets.
It's a 3-on-1. Jackson behind the
People think because the Bulls are the world.
Number 8, the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers. When the New York Knicks played Indiana Pacers in the 1990s, one name came to mind: Reggie Miller. Over the years, Pacers star earned the nickname the Knick Killer for his clutch performances against the Knicks in the playoffs and the regular season. Earning the ire of New York superfan Spike Lee, Miller and Lee often talked trash along the sidelines, but it only seemed to fuel Miller's shooting, including the legendary performance in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals when Miller scored 39 points, including 25 in the fourth quarter, hitting shots from way beyond the three-point line, all while battling Lee's courtside jab.
Sabonis splashes it.
Playing the entire time, according to Nate McMillan, at the All-Star break. They were going to reevaluate everything.
Number 7, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Sacramento Kings. This divisional rivalry revived during the Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant era of the Lakers in the early 2000s. The divisional rivalry revived during the Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant era of the Lakers in the early 2000s, with the teams facing off in some intense, hard-fought playoff series. The Lakers had targets on their backs as two-time champions, but their games against the Kings seemed especially venomous because of the proximity of the franchises and the personal rivalries between players. O'Neal and Vlade Divac often go at it, and Rick Fox and Doug Christie actually threw down on the court as Christie decked Fox with an uppercut during a brawl. Number 6, Chicago Bulls versus the Detroit Pistons. This divisional rivalry kicked off in earnest in the 1980s and became one of the most intense in NBA history after the teams met in the playoffs in 4 straight seasons from 1988 to 1991. The high-tension series were always physical, especially as the Pistons earned a reputation as an aggressive, some might say dirty, team.
Okay, that's on you. Payne is quick.
Number 5, San Antonio Spurs versus the Phoenix Suns. This interdivisional rivalry started up in the early 1990s when the Admiral David Robinson led the Spurs against some star-studded Phoenix teams, including the likes of trash-talking Charles Barkley, Dan Majerle, and Kevin Johnson. The teams met in the playoffs 4 times between 1992 and 1998, with each team winning 2 of the series.
The other greats in it played for Doc Rivers. Mills, good day, mate. Kobo.
Number 4, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the San Antonio Spurs. This Western Conference rivalry was spurred on, no pun intended, by the success of both teams. In the early to mid 2000s, with stars like Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and David Robinson battling for the championships. The teams met in the playoffs 7 times from 1999 to 2013, with the Lakers winning 4 times and the Spurs winning 3 times. There was always plenty at stake when these teams faced off during the 1999 to 2013 matchups. Whoever won the playoff series ended up advancing to the NBA Finals.
And a 5th one as he's falling down. 5 threes in 3 minutes. To begin the 4th quarter, LeBron scored.
Number 3, the New York Knicks versus Miami Heat. The players and the front office helped make this rivalry one of the most intense in the modern NBA. The animosity between the Knicks and Heat was already, heated in the late 1990s, and that was before Pat Riley left his head coaching position with the Knicks to become a coach executive with the Heat. The teams met 4 years in a row in the playoffs from 1997 to 2000. And each of those series went the full 7 games, meaning the hatred between these teams only grew and grew each time they matched up. Number 2, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Detroit Pistons. This rivalry was fueled by the success of both teams. The Lakers and Pistons met in the NBA Finals 3 different times in 1998, 1989, and 2004. And for the contrasting styles and play by the franchises during both eras of the rivalry, the Lakers were high-scoring, entertaining offense led by league superstars like Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant, while the Pistons were a grinded-out, team-focused, defensive-minded squad that took pride in winning ugly and with physicality. And your number 1.
Oh, there it is. Lakers go up 88-79. Pistons have a 4-point.
Number 1. The Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers. This basketball rivalry has it all. Championship matchups, Hall of Fame players, marquee franchises, and NBA superstars between 1959 and 2010. The Lakers and Celtics met in the NBA Finals 12 times, with the Celtics winning 9 championships and the Lakers taking home 3 titles. This rivalry is nearly as old as the NBA itself.
Precipitated this, but you have to think both players are going to be sent off.
I had no idea who blocked it. I was totally blocked out.
Giannis runs into Cantor. Cantor looks at him. Still looking at him. Giannis is down. Cantor giving the fisheye.
And this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 amazing videos that are on your screen, because I am sure you'll love them. And with that, I will see you in the next video.